Right now, talking with the voice, Chet and Jason, tossing it over to the Bobcat chat.
Well, yeah, it's time to check in with the MSU campus, and the reality of the person we're talking to only spends about half your time there, Jason Alvine. You're on the road the other half of the time.
It's about a 60-40 split there. I'm not good at math.
No, neither am I. That's why we do what we do.
I was going to say I was a TV production major in college, so math was never my thing.
Explain anymore. Let's start with it. We're going to get to basketball first, but you work as the voice of MSU women's basketball. You're also working with the broadcast for football.
Yep.
Off to Greeley this weekend. What do we know about that little one? We'll just get your inside scoop on that.
Well, Northern Colorado is a team that's been hit hard from the transition from Division II to the Big Sky. Yeah. This year, 2-7, they've got a very talented quarterback that is driving NFL scouts to the Greeley campus. He's 6'4", 220 pounds, Jacob Nip. He's a fifth-year guy. He's dealt with a lot of injuries, but a really impressive player when you look at it. Good running game in a Wyoming drop-down, and Milo Hall came down and has been a lead back for them the last couple of years. They lost a big deep threat in Alex Wesley, who signed a rookie minicamp deal with the New York Giants. Right. But Willie Fairburn's been a guy that's replaced him in their passing game. So they're a dangerous offense. They're coming off a big win on the road against Idaho State. So it's a team, much like Southern Utah last week, is a team that's coming off a big win, but now they've got to put week to week together. Montana State obviously coming off that huge performance against Southern Utah, really playing well right now.
Super fun for that, super fun for you, MSU women's basketball. Are you excited about what the Cats are doing this year so far? I mean, we've only seen them once, but what the potential is in that team this year?
Well, I really am. Obviously, in my dual role there, I'm around the team on a daily basis, and so you get to see a little bit more of what the potential of this team brings. Got a good look on Monday night against Northwest Nazarene, and it was a little bit of a slow start there in the first quarter, which is to be expected. First time it's a game atmosphere. Sure. First time you're seeing a lot of these players, Darian White, Fallon Freegee, making the transition into a very veteran-laden group for Montana State. But I think you saw in the next three quarters what this team's capable of. Scored 80 points, very balanced attack, 5 players in double figures, and it's going to be a really exciting season. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of expectations for this team, and I think they're well-deserved expectations, and there's no bigger expectations than what are held in-house there with the Bobcats women's basketball team.
You love it?
I do. It's a lot of fun. Coach Binford's great to work with, and you really, as a player, first coach, it really has the athlete's best interests in mind, and you don't see it a lot in this day and age where it's so driven, to be, win, and you take care of it. But she does a great job of, if the kids need a day off or if, bodies are wearing down, making sure practice gets scaled back a little bit, or, let's ramp it up here. We've had a couple days off. Let's get back after it. So she's really in tune. I think a lot of that has to deal with the fact of her playing in the WNBA. She got, exposed to the way the pro athletes live. Yeah. So she's taken a lot of what she learned from her head coach, and Dan Hughes, who's now the Seattle Storm head coach, and really incorporated that into practice. So it's a great resource for us to lean on and have her experience in the WNBA.
Jason Alvine joining us, the voice of MSU women's basketball, voice of football. She'll give her players time off, but no time off for director of basketball operations, apparently.
I try to work it in as much as I can.
Stick around. We're off the air at 7. You can stay in that chair for a few minutes. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Matt's going to take a look at your forecast. Stick around.